friends, I am your friend Takshil Yadav in continuation of my last lecture about sedimentary rocks. Today we are going to discuss about the third type of rocks, that is metamorphic rocks. But first of all, let us recapitulate the earlier things about rocks. Rocks are the materials that form the crust of the earth. They are made up of minerals. They can be solid and hard like granite and marble, or soft and loose like clay, chalk and salt. Now, what were the types of rocks? The three types of rocks on the basis of their formation were: first was igneous rock, which we studied in the part 1. Second was sedimentary rocks, which we studied in the part 2. And the third one is metamorphic rocks, which we will study in part 3. That is today's lecture. So let's start. Metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are the rocks which are formed from igneous and sedimentary rocks when immense heat and pressure through nature acts on them. There are many kinds of sedimentary and igneous rocks which change into different types of metamorphic rocks, such as we will study their characteristics. First, metamorphic rocks are formed from igneous and sedimentary rocks under very high temperature and pressure. Igneous and sedimentary rocks take thousands of years for metamorphosis. Metamorphic rocks have a very hard, closed and banded structure. They have a very high specific gravity. They also have no empty space in them, and they remain in original position even after changes. Some examples are: when immense heat and pressure acts on shale, which is a sedimentary rock, it changes into slate. When more heat and pressure acts on it, it changes into phyllite. When more heat and pressure acts, changes into schist. And even more heat and pressure when acts, it changes into gneiss. And when more heat and pressure acts on gneiss, it will change into magma and lava, which will at some time erupt from a volcano, and it will become an igneous rock. The other one is limestone, which is a sedimentary rock, which changes into marble. Then sandstone, which changes into quartzite. Now we might have a query that how do these igneous and sedimentary rocks change into metamorphic rocks? While that process is known as metamorphism. Metamorphism. In this process, when heat and pressure acts on them. In this process heat and pressure acts on them, as I told you. But how many types of metamorphism are there in this world? So mainly there are two types of metamorphism that are: first one is contact metamorphism, in which heat from magma or lava below the earth's crust acts on the rocks which are below the earth crust, changing them into metamorphic rocks. Yes, in that case, pressure is not so much included, only heat is included. And the second one is regional metamorphism. In this kind of metamorphism, heat is not included that much, while pressure is the main thing here. As pressure acts on rocks from the edge of two plates, it can be from anywhere, which changes the rocks into metamorphic rocks. Have a look at this and please study for a while.